Hello everybody, today back in another video. Oh boy guys, the second seed Casper Ruud has just been knocked out in the second round of the Australian Open 2023. The first seed Rafa Nadal was knocked out yesterday, and now Casper Ruud, he wants to make Rafa Nadal company in that high seeding in being knocked out, and now he joins Rafa Nadal as being the highest seed in being out of the competition. Casper Ruud just lost the second round against one of my three dark horses I had before the Australian Open started. I don't know guys if you remember, but I had three dark horses coming into this Australian Open. One of them was Andy Murray, the other one Stan Wawrinka, and the third one was Jenson Brooksby. So I'm not surprised that Jenson Brooksby beats Casper Ruud. I had Casper Ruud on my top 8 favorites list. I believe he was on my 4th place. I thought that maybe it is time for us to take Casper Ruud seriously. The dude has made 4 big finals last year. Even though he lost all 4 of them, he was not near winning any of them. At least 3 of them he was completely out of chance. And I thought that maybe it is time. I know that fast surfaces are not his best surface, but he played 2 hardcourt finals last year, US Open final and the ATP Tour finals in Turin. Both of them are fast surfaces tournament, and he played finals in both of them. So it is not like Casper only can play on clay, but of course clay it is his best surface. Here in Australian Open, he was knocked out in the second round against Jenson Brooksby. I'm not surprised whatsoever. Casper Ruud, man. No wonder why he has never won a big title in his career, Casper Ruud. He has won 9 titles, I believe. All of them has been 250 class tournaments. He has never won Masters. We should not even talk about. Grand Slams, of course not. The dude has not even won a 500 class tournament, Casper Ruud, and he proved it today. Oh baby, he proved it. Oh yeah, he did. It was an unforced error machine, Casper Ruud, we saw today. Man, it was Santa Claus mode in Casper Ruud today. He was spreading those balls. He was not finding that court. 55 unforced errors and 33 winners. Casper does 22 more unforced errors than winners. 22. You will not win a tennis match with 22 more unforced errors than winners. You will not. Jenson Brooksby, he did also a lot of unforced errors. He did 48. But the difference was here that Jenson Brooksby, he did much more winners than Casper Ruud. Jenson Brooksby did 50 winners compared to Casper, who did only 33 winners. Man, Jenson Brooksby won this match in the end in 4 sets. He won the first 6-3, he won the second 7-5. He lost the third, despite being up in the lead 5-2, and was serving for the third set. Actually had 3 match points in that third set, Jenson Brooksby. All credit to Casper for hanging around, fighting, never giving up, and saving those 3 match points that Casper had in the third set against him, and took the match to a 4th. But when they won in the 4th set, Casper was outplayed. Jenson Brooksby won the 4th 6-2. All in all, Jenson Brooksby doesn't possess a big serve. His serve is really weak. His serve maybe is even weaker than Rafa Nadal's. So, but he's a fighter from a baseline. He's solid from a baseline. He has a great cross-court backhand, and he penetrated that cross-court backhand towards Casper Ruud's backhand. And Casper Ruud didn't have many answers. He couldn't protect himself on those backhand exchanges with Jenson Brooksby. Jenson Brooksby was punishing Casper Ruud's backhand with big success. Jenson Brooksby's backhand gave him money in this match, and in the end prevailed. Jensen Brooksby was especially dominant in the long exchanges and was winning majority of the rallies in 9 shots or over 9 shots. I believe Jensen Brooksby won 50 out of 68 long exchanges where they went 9 shots or over 9 shots. Brooksby won 50 out of 68 of those long exchanges. This was a slugfest from the baseline. This match had brutal long exchanges, and Jensen Brooksby, majority of those times, he topped Casper Ruud. And many of those times he did that with his great cross-court backhand. Because this match was not decided in the serve plus game. In the serve plus game, it was not here where the match was decided. Because they had 68 long exchanges. 68, my tennis friends all around the world. Where the rallies were 9 shots or over. And Jensen Brooksby won 50 of those 68 long exchanges. 50. Casper only 18. So obviously Jensen Brooksby completely dominated the long exchanges. And that's why you can see also the stat. If you look at the stat, Jensen Brooksby, the weak serve that he has, he only lands 57% first service in and wins 63% behind his first serve. Exactly as many as Casper also did. Casper lands 62% first service in, little more landing first service in than Jensen Brooksby, and Casper wins also 63% behind his first serve, as many as Jensen Brooksby. The big difference here, my tennis friends all around the world, was Jensen Brooksby was winning 58 of the points behind his second serve. 58% of the points behind his second serve. Casper Ruud only 38% of the points behind his second serve. Why? Because Jensen Brooksby was completely dominating the long exchanges from the baseline. Jensen Brooksby was outmatching Casper Ruud from the baseline. And that's why Jensen Brooksby won 58% of the points behind his second serve. Compare that with Casper Ruud, who only won 38% of the second serve points. 38% only. So there you have the biggest difference in the match. And that's why Jensen Brooksby won the match. And also because he played a much cleaner match, like I said in the beginning of the video, in the winners and unforced error ratio. All in all, Jensen Brooksby wins 149 points and Casper Ruud wins 127 points. So Jensen Brooksby wins 22 more points than Casper Ruud in the entire match. And this was also break-off fest. Break serve fest. Brooksby broke Casper Ruud's serve 9 times. Hallelujah! That is a lot of times of breaking the world number 3's serve. A serve that he gets a lot of credit. People give Casper Ruud a lot of praise for his serve. He has a good serve, people say. I'm one of them. And Casper gets his serve broken 9 times. You will not win tennis matches with getting your serve broken 9 times. Casper broke Jensen's serve only 4 times. So Brooksby broke Casper Ruud's serve 5 more times. All credit to Brooksby, did a great match, especially a fabulous match from the baseline, and outmatched Casper Ruud from the baseline. And Casper Ruud, people will continue to not take him seriously. He will still be the 250 class champion who has never won any big things in his life. He has not. He has been as high as world number 2 and was 1 match away of being world number 1 if he would have defeated Carlos Alcaraz in that US Open final. Casper Ruud has much more to prove. The consistency, he's not inconsistent. I should not be unfair. He did a great year last year, but he needs to prove himself in big majors. He needs it. Yeah, he played 4 big finals last year, but he lost all of them pretty convincingly, and especially 3 of them. He needs to start winning more 500 class tournaments. He needs to start winning Master 1000 titles for people to take him seriously. Take one like Ruud. He doesn't win Masters either, but he at least a 500 class specialist. Casper Ruud is not even a 500 class specialist by tennis fans all around the world. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest with ourselves. Nobody's reliable out there. And yeah, I know, the big 3 has spoiled us. They have spoiled us. They never lose early. You don't see the big 3 lose the first, second rounds often. They almost never do. Look at Nadal. He lost the second round for the first time in 7 years where he loses that early, Rafael Nadal. So I get it. The big 3, they are in a completely different league. But the other dudes, they at least, I'm not saying that Casper should have played his 3rd straight big final. I'm not saying that. He played the US Open final, he played the ATP Tour finals in Turin, and now I didn't have him going to the US Open final. I had him going to the semi-final at least, not in the final, but he at least should survive the first week. Is it too much to expect? Was the expectation too high on Casper? For God's sakes, the dude is world number 3. For God's sakes, the dude is the second seed. He didn't deliver. He was not playing like a second seed. 55 unforced errors. He, for God's sakes, was an unforced error machine. Yeah, Johnson Brooksby is not a walk in the park opponent to defeat. I get that. But Casper Ruud, he at least should have not got away in the 4th set like he did. He just took vacation in the 4th set and lost that 4th in 6-2. So Casper Ruud has only himself to blame. For people will continue to not take him seriously. For people will continue to not hype him. For people will continue to not give him praise. People will continue. Why? Because he is not delivering in the big tournaments. Yeah, he has played a couple of big finals, 4 last year, but he lost all 4 of them pretty convincingly, especially 3, and now he loses in the second round as high as second seed. Casper Ruud has never been this high seed in a big event like the Grand Slams are. He has never been this high seed, and when he loses in the second round. Do you know what kind of message he sent with that kind of a loss? Do you know what kind of message he sent? He says that I don't belong in being the second seed in a major tournament. I don't belong. What I am doing? Why have you given me the second seed? I don't belong. I will not protect my second seed. That is that kind of message he sent. You cannot trust in anyone. You cannot trust. Look at Taylor Fritz. He's in a 5th set battle with Popperin. Who knows what will happen there? Maybe he will also lose. I will not be shocked if he loses. He is at the current moment in a 5-set battle with Popperin. He is. Look guys, let's be honest here. It is a 3-man race, this one. It is a 3-man race. And I'm going to put them in order. Djokovic, now my number 1 favorite. Stefanos Tsitsipas, my number 2 favorite. And Daniil Medvedev, who was my number 5th favorite when the tournament started. But he for sure is not my 5th favorite anymore. After Nadal was crushed out, because I believe that if Nadal makes it to quarterfinal, he will take out Medvedev. Considering that Nadal owns Medvedev 5-1 in the head-to-head. Nadal is out of the picture. It will be between these 3. Djokovic, Tsitsipas and Medvedev. With 99% certainty, we have a semi-final in order between Medvedev and Tsitsipas. We have. And Djokovic, I can't see anyone taking him out on his sectional draw. I can't. Only an injury. Only an injury I can see Djokovic being stopped. The question is, who will Djokovic face in that Open final? Will it be Medvedev or will it be Tsitsipas? All 3 of them have been impressing me big. All 3 of them have been playing impeccable tennis. All three of them. Tsitsipas has not lost one single match so far in this year, even though this year is very young. So, but he has been playing really good tennis, and Medvedev also has been really impressive. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, see you next time. Peace!